Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. We know things have been really heavy for quite a while and quite challenging. And today we wanted to do an episode on how you and your partner can take a little break from all the heaviness of COVID-19, like take a little respite and feel some ease and some lightness in your relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think this is very important, and I think people, at least the clients that I'm working with, and even myself, sometimes we feel this sort of resistance to that for a million different reasons, right? Whether our body is so tense it's not allowing it, or we feel guilty, right? We feel
Mm-hmm.
guilty, or we feel just overwhelmed by what's going on, or, you know, I think it's usually something in there that prevents us. But staying in fight or flight mode and staying in constant stress is not going to serve you, your family, your
Mm-hmm.
relationship, like anything. You,
And it's exhausting.
mm-hmm, extremely exhausting. And, for you to have a positive impact on our current situation in any way, right? You have to start with being okay as an individual. So I think this is really
Mm-hmm.
important.
Mm-hmm. So I think that I think actually we're both pretty good at doing this in
Mm-hmm.
our relationships, like bringing in the lightness and the ease and like putting up boundaries around, what we're consuming media wise and
Mm-hmm.
doing stuff like that. So what's your go-to for introducing a little ease and a little lightness?
Well, I'm just laughing thinking about it, obviously. Tom and I are very silly, and
Hmm.
like we think we're funny to each other anyway.
I think
Um
you guys are funny.
Thanks. So I would say, like, just day to day, we just act funny and weird and silly and like do weird things. Like, I don't know. We just like joke around or like do weird voices or like movie quotes or whatever. Like,
Hmm.
whenever, not whenever we're together, but usually it's like in the morning when we come together for the first time, right? Like to have our coffee or whatever. As we're making our coffee, we'll like tease each other like
Hmm.
lightheartedly or just like, I don't know, be silly. And then at night, usually after when we're like cleaning up dinner and trying to like get ready to
Hmm.
go relax, it kind of comes out again. That's our pretty consistent way to introduce some lightness into our
Hmm.
relationship. What about you guys?
I think we're big, big, big into funny TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we love the unwind binge watch of like we just finished watching 30 Rock, which I think is hilarious. And like we sit and we watch and we laugh and then we like spit quotes to each other and like make funny references, and it's great.
Yeah.
And it gives us like, I think it just like gives a little lightness to our day, and it's something we really look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this kind of like rule that after we watch it, we like consume no news
Mm.
afterwards, like we go to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
like kind of staying in that positive place.
Yeah, that's really important. I think having a cutoff for news, and even Facebook or social media, because now
Hmm.
it's kind of everywhere. But having a cutoff point, having a point at which you two as a couple transition your day to, like you said, lightness, fun, laughter. Even if hard
Hmm.
things are going on, like hard things are going on right now,
Yep.
and they may be going on in your family or with your friends, and it's incredibly difficult. But I would say to try to give yourself even a small window each day of
Hmm.
lightness, as a
Hmm.
couple, and allow that to happen, so that you can be a little more okay.
Hmm. Yeah, and I think for some people, like a guilt comes up around that, especially if you are, going through something really hard, like maybe have, a family member or a friend who's really sick, or
Mm-hmm.
you've lost someone, like you're not allowed that lightness because it takes away from you authentically grieving
Mm-hmm.
or authentically being present or authentically like feeling the feelings and empathizing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. Like lightness and ease is self-care right now
Mm-hmm.
because things are so heavy. And like we said, like it's so just energetically tolling. Like
Yeah.
the reality is, it's a giant toll on your body to constantly produce cortisol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Energy, you have physical energy drains. You'll have your mood will be not great, right? You'll be more irritable, more short, more snippy. You're just not going to feel well. And then that's going to lead to more challenges, right? Because then you're going to get into more conflicts with your partner over small things. And it's going to be
Hmm.
hard to, like we talked about a couple weeks ago, agree to disagree. It's going to be hard to communicate constructively. Then you're not going to feel supported. Then there's going to be distance. It's like all of this sort of
Hmm.
flows into everything else. And we always come back here. Like, you have to be okay as an individual. You have to
Hmm.
give yourself the time and the activities and the self care and the whatever that you need, even if it's in teeny tiny
Hmm.
windows.
Hmm.
You have to be mindful of it to some level so that
Hmm.
you can have a positive impact on the rest of your life.
Hmm. What are some other ways to bring ease in?
I think um I think by not getting stuck on the small stuff. I think there's bringing ease in by adding, and then
Hmm.
there's bringing ease in by eliminating.
Hmm.
And I think not getting crazy if you leave dishes in the sink overnight, or if the laundry's
Hmm.
not done, or
Hmm.
if you're letting more things go because you want it to feel more easy, more
Hmm.
easeful.
Hmm.
I think for us too, it's really important to me, and I think this is somewhere Tom and I differ, and we've talked about this, I think, at some point. He really likes to relax in front of the TV, watch a show he likes, like binge watch it, right? Like a million episodes, zone out. I get it. I like that too, but I really like going out in the world, in the nature, and like
Hmm.
going to like watch the sunset, or going like just like driving where we live. There's like a ton of trees and it's very like naturey, and you could see the beach. It's beautiful. And like that really helps me like a
Hmm.
whole lot. And for him, he's like, I don't get it. He's like,
Hmm.
I just don't understand. So trying to give each other a little bit of what each of us need, you know, that's been really helpful. So I think being
Hmm.
open to what the other person needs and being willing to kind of be a little flexible and alternate, so that
Hmm.
everybody's getting a little bit of what they need to feel more
Hmm.
easeful.
Hmm. I think a big one for George and I has been like really creating rituals of connection
Mm.
that we look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been taking a bath and watching, like putting a laptop on uh, like counter on a bathroom counter and like watching TV. And it's like our nightly ritual. And I literally look forward to it, like, regardless of how stressful or intense or like, like, unfortunately, I have a lot of clients who are suffering like really immense loss right now. And it's
Mm.
really like, I really feel deeply for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to like not stay in that moment.
Yeah.
But like, I also know like I have this thing to look forward to that's going to feel really different.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
I
really
know, and it's consistent, and it's there, and it's fun. And it's just like the little thing I look forward to. And then I know in the morning we're going to make breakfast together. We're going to sit and have breakfast together.
mm.
We're going to put on some music. Like that's a really small ritual connection that's like really high value right now because it's something I that's consistent, predictable, enjoyable, light, easy, and I know is going to be there.
Mm. I love that. So that's really important here, the ritual aspect of it.
Hmm.
And I think we have rituals. I would like to expand on them, like cuz even just hearing you describe that, I'm like, "Oh, I wish for like more of that." Like we have our evening ritual of like sit down after cleaning up, like Right now we're watching The Sopranos again for the however many.
Real nice and light.
Yeah, real light. But you know what? It's light to me. I really think it's funny. I appreciate it a lot, and I
Yeah.
laugh more than I feel anything else with that show. And then like we have our cookies. Like we've got like that's like the highlight of my day now is like which cookies are we gonna have here?
Uh,
So we have our cookies and we watch The Sopranos. And I really do look forward to that. I know that's what we're going to do. Like you're saying, like, I know it's going to happen. I know we're going to do it. It's going to feel good. It's going to be nice. I can tell how it would feel better to have a little more of that, right? Like a morning touch point, even a
mhm,
midday if you're really lucky, even if it's
mhm.
small touch point, like that does feel really good right now.
Yeah. And the nice thing is it's like it's almost like the value of it through a difficult, like when not just when you're doing it, but when you're looking forward to it,
Yeah.
knowing that like maybe the hard feeling you're in is
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have a little respite from that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's super important. And I think if you're strapped for time, we do have a bonus from episode 14, the lightning fast connection activities list. So this is just like a quick list of really fast rituals of connection you can integrate into your life. So if you're listening to us and you're like, I don't have time to, do whatever. These are like from 6 seconds to 5 minutes. These are quick
Hmm.
things that you can absolutely do. So you can definitely
Hmm.
grab that.
Hmm.
But I think the takeaway here is that having having the things that you do together that feel light and easy and then ritualizing them, right?
Hmm.
Making sure that they're happening on a consistent basis, on a daily basis, so that you can create that time and prioritize that
Hmm.
time and that experience while we're going through this hard thing.
And protect that time by not checking the news or Facebook immediately after.
Oh, yeah.
Like, allow yourself to stay in the moment. Like, I'm
Yeah.
going to call out all my phone addicts here.
Very
Get
true.
off your phone
Yeah.
after your ritual of connection. Like, allow yourself to stay in the moment because there's nothing like new that's happened in the past hour that you were connecting, but like you created a pretty nice feeling and you know that's going to go away.
Yeah. So true. So true. I've done that experiment many times over the past few weeks and
Yep, me too. This is how I learned. This is how I reverse engineered this magical boundary.
yeah, yeah, but it's true. It's actually insane how your body feels different so quickly if you cross back over into like a news world, reality world, versus if you just let yourself stay where you were. So
Hmm.
that's a huge one. And we're not saying forever. We're saying like for the night or for, until the morning,
Hmm.
whatever. Give yourself that. It really
Hmm.
matters.
Hmm. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you and your families and your loved ones are all well and healthy
Mm-hmm.
and that you get at least a little respite.
Mm-hmm.
If you have any questions, slide into our DMs. We would be very happy to answer them for you. You can find us at Simply Great Relationships on Instagram, and we will see you next week.
Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.